Water signs, welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do your August 2020 monthly reading. This is a general reading, and it is for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I just want to let you all know that, the cards have already been prepped, blessed, and cleansed. Just want to say that time is fluid, so this energy could be energy that you may have already experienced, energy that you may be going through right now, or energy that is still to come for you. Messages have been set for the intention of those that need to hear them at this time. So if this is not your reading, that's okay. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. So just be sure to take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not ever, force fit a reading. And, every reading should not resonate with you. Some should be different, and you shouldn't be able to resonate with every message. Pardon my oven. My readings are specific to your moon sign, which represents who you are. So if you're into astrology and you've pulled your birth chart, and you know your moon sign, or if you know that you have a water moon, this may resonate more for your moon sign. That's just how I've noticed my readings come out. But it is for, any placement any water placement that you have. I do use Pandora in the background just to get additional messages through clear audience. So you will hear the music in the background, and if I, get an additional message, I will let you know. In regards to, your meditative session, which I do for each sign before I begin recording, normally earlier in the day, I did receive 3 songs for you all. The first song I received was by Tupac, and that was Changes. Then I also received Boys to Men, I'll Make Love to You. And then I also received Raphael Sadiq of Tony, or Tone, however you say it, his Ask of You, which is from the Higher Learning soundtrack. So just as a little synchronicity also with Tupac and Boys to Men, I didn't take that as a, something light. I do, correlate the number 2 to both of those. So the number 2 may be significant to someone. And then also with Tony, it was a group of 3. So either 2 or 3 or 23 may resonate with someone. But we're going to jump right in. I have 4 decks that I'll be using today. The first one will be the Work Your Light Oracle, to grab just the overall guidance for, the month. It will then be clarified with, the Chinese Tarot. I will use then the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for the energy you need to harness for the month to either rectify or utilize the energies. And then what I do like to do with my monthly readings is at the end, allow you as the watcher to ask a question, and, to yourself. And then Spirit pulls the answer, and I let you interpret that answer on your own, with whatever card comes out when I shuffle. So I've gotten good reception with that. I know a lot of people, it may not be something you like, but it's something I like just to keep the experience interactive. So we're going to jump right in. Right now, 50 Cent and Nate Dogg's 21 Questions is on, and just taking a look at the bottom of the Work Your Light deck. It says no, wait, postpone, pause, or say no. So maybe you need to ask, some questions in regards to whatever, you may be doing, about to do, want to do. You may need to wait and get some more information. So no hasty movements, water signs. No hasty movements. first message. So, in regards to the water signs of Cancer, geez, I didn't even get to ask, but we'll take it, because when that happens, I've learned to just take it. But I'll see if another one comes out. But in regards to the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, for the month of August 2020, what messages do we have? That also is a sign that someone may, want to talk, need to talk. So definitely, if that's you, definitely get it out. Open up that throat chakra. Utilize your throat chakra. Clear it out. Any other messages in regards to the water signs for the month of August 2020? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. That might be it, y'all. Let's see. I'll do one more. I think that's the one. Alright. So, bottom of the deck we have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancestors stand beside you. Oh, this card is beautiful. I haven't seen this one. It hasn't come out for me yet. But it's, heavy in the feminine energy. So for anyone out there, just intuitively, if you may be feeling alone, this card is confirmation that you are not alone. You are being guided and protected by your ancestors. And then we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. This one hasn't come out either, but I love to dance. I love to sing more than dance, but definitely get your body moving. I know a lot of us been, stuck sitting around under, with the current circumstances going on, globally, and depending on where you're at. But it's like, get up and move your body. Dance with Life. So I'm going to read these out of the book. And then, with the tarot, we'll go ahead and see why these are here. So, Keepers of the Earth. All right. So, Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Or stand beside you, excuse me. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of Earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. The Work Your Light activation for this card says, hold the card on your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support in my life and my work, and I call it in now. Include any other specific request here, and thank you, thank you, thank you. like that. So it's like basically it's time to call in your tribe. Whatever you may be going through right now, it's time to call on those, that first and foremost, that you can trust. But even if you are lacking that in the physical realm, you do have people in the spiritual realm that, are here for you as well to give you guidance also. So pay attention to the signs. So now we're going to look at work your life or dance with life. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has an intelligent, mysterious force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all life. One way to best shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with this systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not normally do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Now, for anyone that's been watching one of the videos on my channel, I'm recording this video today on August 1st. But last night, which was the 31st of July, I did a live on Instagram, but I did post it here. It's the Venus Day Collective Self-Love Spread. And, just as a little personal note, before I recorded the video, I was just like in a funk. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But as I was like, I was being guided to get that self-love message out, and doing that spread. But I was also, like I said, I do all my readings with the music. So when I tell y'all, after I did that reading with the songs that came through, I felt so good. It was just beautiful. So don't underestimate the power of music. Even if you don't want to dance, even if you just, snap your fingers to the beat, it's enough to get your vibration moving and flowing in a different direction. So don't sleep on the power of music. All right. So, and moving into the tarot, we have the Six of Cups. And this is the Chinese tarot, so it's not your traditional depictions of tarot, but that's the beauty of tarot and the different card types and the different artists and illustrators that make these cards. So normally the Six of Cups can represent the past. It can represent, nostalgia, childhood memories, or, feelings. That's just the overall energy right now. So you could be feeling nostalgic. You could be even in a reminiscent spirit, as I say that because of the clouds up here. And there are 4 cups. It doesn't look like they have any water in them, but then he has 2 in his hands. Doesn't look like there's any water in this either. So this could be in regards to, a connection, whether relationship, family, friends, place it, where it resonates for you, but you could just be, thinking about the past or in a very nostalgic mode. So, but we're going to see why this is here. So why is Dance with Life here in regards to the water sign and keepers of the earth? Why are these cards here for the water signs in regards to the month of August 2020? What's going on? take jumping cards, guys, so it may take a while for them to come out, but that's why we here. Okay. Guys, this energy here, dance with life and keepers of the earth for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. One more, please. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing on this card is like, yeah, the Five of Pentacles is normally depicted as, someone that's either, weathering the storm, enduring the cold, or, feeling left out in the cold. But with this tarot here, I feel like, someone, and these are some big pentacles on here, or coins rather. But it's like, you could be wrapped up, have a lot on your plate. You could be like juggling a bit much in regards to your stability, or, the foundation that you may have created. Because, these pentacles, like he got one on his foot, one behind him, one around his neck, two above his head. And he's smiling, but to me, that's a lot to be trying to juggle right now. You could be trying to juggle 5 different things. And definitely could be needing to, call in some help. But, only you will know, but that's just the bottom of the deck for the overall energy. So with the first row, we have the 4 of Staves, which is Wands. We have the Strength card. We have the 9 of Coins. And then we have the Heavenly Master, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the Hierophant. Yes, number 5. And then we have the second row as the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Coins, the 7 of Cups, and the Emperor. Alright, so I don't call out zodiac signs other than the element that, I'm reading for. And I don't like to place the reading outside of anyone other than the watcher. Because I stress self, love and self-help on my channel. That's just something that, I don't like to do because, to each his own. As other readers, always say, well, this person, it could be this person. I don't like doing that. When you're the watcher, that's who my focus is on. So, right off the bat with the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Swords, but what I'm seeing is, you're trying to create balance in regards to your foundation. The 4 of Wands, normally represents, the home, a foundation, and it's normally, 4 wands standing up, 2 on each side. So, but here in this depiction, we see him trying to, create or hold the balance with 2 wands of 2 wands, which takes definitely some, agility, I believe is the word. So you could be, trying to hold your foundation together as best you can. but there may be something that, you're not seeing with the Two of Swords. Traditional Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. But with this one, it's like she's like, floating in the air. Her eyes are closed, but she also has the two swords, in a defensive pose or a protective pose, in a way, if you see it that way too. So you could be, trying to protect your home, or keep the balance of a foundation, currently. But there may be something that you're not seeing in regards to the two, to the situation. Next, we have strength, which also speaks to that Four of Wands. And it's not hard to see how hard that would be, how much strength, patience, and I believe the word is agility that would need to be done to balance those wands that way. So it's like, normally the lion, is being tamed. But in this one, it's like, you may be being a little too, have too much of a tight grip, trying to keep things all together. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes too much too much of trying to create control can cause resistance, because the tiger does not look happy. Like, he looks like he's ready to just about bite the man on this card. So you may have some misplaced, actual physical strength that you could be overexerting yourself and trying to keep something up. I don't know if we see where it resonates for you. And I only say that because under that we have the Six of Coins. So that is showing me like you're trying to, keep a balance, especially when it comes to your, the materials in your life. You're trying to keep everything in alignment, going over what you have, what you, may have. It's also like a card of planning also. And as you hear, Jahim's just in case is on. So, just in case. What they say, sometimes you gotta have that just in case shit fun, okay? So, it's here, but you may be, going at it a little too fiercely. And nobody's saying that it's, it's a bad thing, but take it how it resonates. Because with the Nine of Coins, as we move on, you're trying to keep your independence in alignment. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Coins, Pentacles, same thing. But you have that. And it's like you're trying to, keep them in alignment. But your judgment may be a little cloudy with the Seven of Cups up under that. No one is saying not to follow the dreams and ambitions that you have, but it could be right now a bit too much going on. We all, and it's not saying that it's wrong, so don't take it as, it's wrong. Everyone has, goals, wishes, and ambitions, things that we want to attack and accomplish and acquire. But, it's all about pacing yourself in moderation to do that. Next, we have the Heavenly Master, which in the traditional tarot is the Hierophant, which can represent, commitments, contracts, marriages. So like I said, this could be in any part of your life. Just from what I see here with these pentacles, it definitely looks like this could be in regards to work, but it doesn't always have to be. But with the Hierophant or Heavenly Master in this deck, I also see this as the universe. And the way that I see it is like he's looking at you, you know, the universe, or, you know, whoever, source, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it. They're looking at you, you know, trying to keep a tight grip onto something. That's just what I feel. And then with you showing up as the Emperor, it confirms like the need for control, is the meaning of this card. You know, normally the Emperor, he's sitting on his throne, but this Emperor, you know, he's up and about, you know, draped in the finest, but also, you know, trying to, from what I see, keep a certain status, I'll say. You know, because I mean, even just looking at him on this card, you know, the first look I've seen, you know, I was kind of like taken aback, like, and it's not to say that that's a bad thing, but it's kind of saying like, you may either need to enlist some help because you're juggling a lot with this, with this Five of Pentacles as the overall energy. And maybe you feel like you don't have anyone to help you. But it's saying like whatever you're doing right now, you need to do something to change this energy, because this is a lot, especially if it's just you. I want to clarify. Normally I don't, but this reading just seems kind of, you know, just, I can't think of the word for it, but I just feel like a gripping of not trying to let something go. Whether that's a person, place, thing, status, image, that's just what I feel. So I think I'm going to clarify this Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? Okay, so we have death and the Two of Cups. So coming out for the Emperor, it's like you may even be resisting a transformation, like needing to transform. With the Two of Cups out here, it could definitely, you know, be in regards to a relationship. But if this is in regards to work, it's like you may need to find out what truly makes you happy as far as regards to work. Like even if you are working right now, or if you're in a position of authority, it's like you may definitely need to transform how you're going about whatever you're doing. Because it's like on the Two of Cups, he has the Two of Cups, but it looks like he's, you know, favoring one cup over the other. But the Two of Cups is normally a balanced connection. And then we see that full moon in the back. I'm not sure if it, like, this may be a transformation that you need, that'll come with this full moon, as it is, I believe, the 3rd, and it is in Aquarius. That's what I'm getting here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we also have the Four of Cups. And it's like you're still favoring one cup over the 3 that you have behind you. So that even further reiterates, you know, something that you may not be seeing with this Two of Swords. So we're going to look into that. What's this Two of Swords? And then I'll look into strength And then we'll go ahead and move on to how we can best rectify or utilize the keepers of the earth and dance with life energy for the month of August. Ooh, card vomit. So we have the Chariot and the Magician for the Two of Swords. So it's like, which the Chariot is fast moving energy, but it's like, with the Two of Swords, you may not be seeing that. You may need to, move on, truthfully, dance with life and move on from this energy altogether, honestly. Because with the Magician here is saying that or you need to just change your charge in a different direction. Because with the Magician here, it's like you have all of the tools, but yeah, it's still something that you're not seeing. You have all the tools to do what you want, to keep your balance, your foundation balanced with the Four of Wands, but even in this Three of Cups, you're still favoring one cup over all of the other cups. So you may be just fixated on one certain part of whatever this situation is, and it has you missing something completely, that may be better for you. I mean, only you know what that may be for you, but that's just what I see and what I feel here. And you're being defensive about it also with this Two of Swords, because like I said, her eyes are closed. She's not blindfolded, but it's like she is on the defense. So we'll also take a look at Strength, and then we'll move on to the Animal Spirit deck. So why is Strength here? Because you may just need to loosen up your grip. And know that some foundations need to be torn down. Like, you don't want to overexert yourself into holding up whatever it may be, an image, a mindset, because I mean, this is not calling out age or anything like that, but that is an older man. So I could imagine the exertion that's being taken to hold this up like this. Physical exertion, so that it doesn't fall. But sometimes, I was just saying to someone, I was like, people don't realize how beautiful rock bottom is. Because once you're there, the only place to go is up. So with Strength, we have the Five of Cups, and then the Two of Coins. And listen, I feel like I'm being so repetitive, but all of these cards, again, favoring one cup out of all these cups. And I mean, yes, there is 3 out of the 5 cups on this card that have spilled over. So that could be something that may have happened in the past. But there's still one cup that has, water in it. But there's also still the cup that he's holding. But if you even look at his demeanor, it's like, nah, I just want this cup. Like, you're not even looking at the other cup. And sometimes, I mean, what may look good to us may not be good for us. I know we've all heard that before. And then we have like the Two of Pentacles, which normally represents, juggling. So you may need to truly make a decision and choose whether you want to build in the situation you're already in, or if you utilize this Chariot energy to move out of something and, go with the other option. Because that's here too. All of these cup cards have options. There's another option on this card. There is 7 options on this card. You know, like, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands, which could be definitely, you know, normally they're fighting on the 5 of Wands, but I see this as, you know, maybe needing to, like it says, reach out to some people and speak, because this, you know, wands represent the internal passion, willpower, desire, determination. So being that, you know, we're speaking to you, the watcher, you could be emotionally, you know, or you could be having this conflict within yourself and needing to speak to others that may have, you know, been in similar situations that can may give you some guidance in regards to do, because it's like they are congregated, you know, they're not fighting, and they're all, you know, older elders come with, you know, that aura of wisdom and knowledge. So you may need to reach out and talk to someone. Alright. But now we're gonna move on to the beaver, and then, the animal. The animal spirit deck, excuse me. But the beaver is here, and it's water energy. So with the beaver being here, give me 1 second. With the beaver being here, it's like, we all know beavers live in dams. And maybe it's time to release the water from this dam and find a new dam. I don't know. But they do, you know, and they're surrounded by water. And I mean, there's 5, 2, 7 cups out here. So you could be really in your emotions, you know. So, you know, take it how it resonates, but it's just what I see here. So as we move on to the animal spirit deck, we're just going to see what energy we may need to harness to either rectify or best utilize the energy that will be at play for August of 2020 for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I will read these out of the book so that, you know, you can interpret, you know, the general, you know, reading with the card, whatever card comes up. But I also do interpret these intuitively as well. 1 second. So what energy do the water signs need to harness in regards, not that big chunk, the little less cards, in regards to the energy for August of 2020? And know that, you know, the energy can be vice versa and interchangeable. So if you, it doesn't have to directly be you. Someone around you could be going through this energy. You know, you may know someone, you may be connected with someone that's going through this energy. But, you know, place it where it resonates for you. So we got 4 cards all together, including the bottom of the deck. So I'll read all 4, just because I do the readings by element. You know, it may resonate different for everyone, and all these cards came out for a reason. So we'll read them all. The bottom of the deck, we did receive the deer, which is a feminine, you know, energy. We have the nightingale, which represents, you know, that, you know, the need to speak or sing or, you know, clear your throat chakra. We have the phoenix, which represents, you know, transformation. And the nightingale is air. The phoenix is spirit. the ethers, and then the Scorpio. I want to say, do they have the Scorpion listed under water or fire in this deck? I need to look. But we'll read all of them and see, what's to come for all. And if no, they have it under fire. That's different, but hey, it's there for a reason, right? Even though Scorpio is a water sign. But we'll go ahead and, read them all. I'll start with the deer. Which is earth. Sorry, this book is not numbered, so they just have them all in here. I mean, they're spread out by element, but they're not numbered. So, the deer. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of a new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, the deer is receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned or protective, and to bring into balance nature and children. And I wasn't sure if I should put this out there because I don't like when information is put out there and you're just not sure. But this is confirmation for me because also as a part of the meditative session that I did for the water signs, I seen, they showed me the traditional Ace of Pentacles. And, I focused in on it because I was like, okay, I understand the Ace of Pentacles. And I'll show it to you all. But then right after I seen that, I seen like a baby, on like an embryo. I mean, I don't know if you guys would understand, what that looks like. I mean, if you're a parent, obviously, but it just didn't make sense to me. So, I mean, that deer card was confirmation for me, but I seen this hand with the coin in it. So someone could be getting the blessing of a baby right now. Or, soon within the month of August, you may fall pregnant. But I just don't like putting that out there. I mean, it did come through, and I wasn't sure if I should share it, but this card and reading it just gave me confirmation because I did see that, and it was I don't know. I don't know, if it was, personal for someone, but, I just don't like to put that energy out there unless I'm sure or compelled or completely guided to do so, which I am. So I don't know what that means, but if it's for you or if you find out, definitely comment and let me know. So next we're going to move on to the nightingale. Which is air. Okay. The nightingale. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener into the realm of poetry. Excuse me. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When in balance, the nightingale sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, she's shy and has a lump in the throat. To bring it into balance is music. And I told you guys, I love to sing. And then also in regards to this reading, where Usher's trading places on, you may need to stop focusing on that one option that we pulled in the reading and look at it from the other side and go with that second option or other option. Options, however many you have. Next one up is the Phoenix. Which represents spirit or the ethers. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being drawn by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and the lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnant sea continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Man, spirit be coming through. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. So lastly, we'll move on to the Scorpion. Which is fire. Passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. The Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, the Scorpion is wild and free and fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, or unresolved. To bring it into balance, honesty and forgiveness. Listen. Whew. I'm telling you, I love when the readings come out like this, because that gripping that I feel with this reading is, not wanting to change, and not all change is bad, or, having to do something different. But what we don't want to do is recreate the past, because that's what I feel, especially with this Hierophant here looking over the entire spread. It's like the universe is looking at you, and you may even be getting little signs and stuff. And it's not necessarily to say that what you're doing is bad, but it's like your need for control as the Emperor is blocking the transformation that needs to come with the Death card, because you're so fixated on one aspect of something, or you only see things one way. It's very fixed energy. Right? But take that how it resonates, truthfully. But it's here. So, and man, just as I say that about the Hierophant, and you needing to look for a sign, the bottom of the angel and answer deck. Look for a sign. Man, listen. So in regards to, whatever question you may have, personal question, it could be more than one, could be just one. You ask that on your own. I'll shuffle these cards, and see what comes out, and you'll take that message, as a direct message from source to you. So in regards to whatever question that the watcher may have at this time, what answers do you have for them to best guide them along the month of August 2020? This is for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What answers, advice, or guidance do you have? Listen, and I just said, Spirit be coming through. Drakes come through. Listen, I love what I do, y'all. I get real serious with these monthlies because this energy carries us throughout the month, because that is the energy that, I set the intention for. So I am really serious with this, but if you haven't, you definitely have to check me out on IG, Instagram, and definitely tune into one of my lives, because the energy is so real, and with the music, it just puts you in the mood. I'm telling you, don't underestimate the power of music. Do not underestimate it. And this is one of my favorite songs too. But back to y'all. What answers do you have in regards to whatever question the watcher has at this time? Any more? That's too many. Give me one more, please. Give me one more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck is, if you believe, then we got, you're ready. It's up to you. And remain positive. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I feel like that's the only thing I can say. I'm a water sign. But, this energy for me is truly like, I resonate with it. I hope, someone out there does too. But, just believe that, you're ready. It's here. It's here. Loosen up the grip that you have, because you don't want to create your own storms. Let the energy flow. Don't be so gripping upon it. Let it flow. Seriously. But I thank you all for tuning in with me. I hope, as I said already, that this reading resonated with someone. If it did not, hopefully I'll catch you on the next reading. But other than that, I hope you all have a great August 2020. I hope it brings in, the things that we need. Because as long as you're, on the positive side of the energy, you'll get the things that you want. So I hope everyone, has a positive, abundant, what's another word I want to use right now? Fulfilling and prosperous August 2020. It's your girl, Fiery Moon, and I'll catch y'all in September. Bye.